one slip away. Make her real and make her stay. 'Cause love's a game of hide and seek, but nobody ever looks for me. But this one seems like she could be different. This one seems like she really likes me. A world of suffering I have known, and I always end up all alone. I always end up back where I started, celibate and drunk, broken-hearted. What's the point of trying now when I know I'll only fail somehow? Just hold me tonight, hold me forever. Where the fuck did I go wrong? Hold me tonight, hold me forever, even though it's against all the odds. Ferris wheels beneath skies of blue, and bicycles built just for two, and candlelight and Long Beach walks, and puppies stuffed in Christmas socks. A world of love that I'll never live in, crying all alone in my kitchen, suffering forevermore, and creeping out the kids next door. But this one seems like she could be special. This one seems like she understands me. Why, love, must you taunt me so? In every single fucking place I go, just hold me tonight, hold me forever. Where the fuck did I go wrong? Hold me tonight, hold me a lifetime, even though I know it's against all the odds. Dear God, why did she slip away? Nothing I could do or say. I'm always screwing up these things, and my lonely heart just sorrow brings. But this one seemed like she would be different. This one seemed like she really liked me. Dark house in which once more I sit. I curse the very thought of it. Doors creaking through the cold empty halls, and cobwebs on the walls. A box filled with broken dreams, scattered pictures from a life once filled with glee. So ghastly through the dead of night I go. Dark kitchen where I cook my shit. How I shudder at the thought of it. Pots and pans amidst the stale hollow stink, and dishes in the sink. The cheese that's been there for years, the tiled floor that's not been washed but for blood and tears, and forks and spoons from a bygone time once shined so bright they have no life amidst the darkening clouds, and children play on the streets below as I die alone in this dark house. Even though they say she's out of my league, I'm coming up with a plan. I'm gonna change the way I strut my stuff. I'm gonna be a new man. I'll make her homemade ice cream, ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up to make her homemade ice cream. Capers on top, and I'm gonna make her mine with my homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up to make the homemade ice cream. Capers on top, and I'm gonna make her mine with my She is the whore of Sausalito. She knows just how to ease your mind. But if you ask her if she loves you, she'll just smile and bat her eyes. For the whore of Sausalito never lies. She says she hails from Pasadena, and all the sailors know her name. And if you mention Palos Verdes, she will smack you like a mule. And if you hail from San Jose, she'll do the same. She never has the time to say she's sorry. And all the sailors think that she's insane. But in a world where no one else will love me, Jesus Christ himself has shunned me. The whore of Sausalito heals my pain. Here we go. She was the whore of Sausalito. But that was many years ago. But if you listen very close, you'll hear her crying in the breeze. For the whore of Sausalito's never free. 'Cause the whore of Sausalito lives in me.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Check. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Asparagus. Help. Help. Computer, what is the weather today?
The current weather is 68 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 53 degrees.
Computer, do you think I'm good at Twitch?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen. Welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be teaching you how to make fudge. This comes to us from a recipe called easymoms.com. And this particular recipe is called My Mom's Fudge. It's not my mom. It's just the name of the recipe. But I've never made fudge before. This is going to be very difficult. I'm not expecting this to be a walk in the park. I'm expecting this to be turmoil. But we're going to get through it. We always do. Somehow or another, we land on our feet. Sometimes we're a little battered and bruised, but we get through, and we're going to do the best that we can. We might have to wash our hands a few times this time, and, just try to do everything sort of the best that we can. That's all we can do. I'm going to look at some of the alerts coming in here. Sholtu Unworth has resubscribed for 20 months. Thank you very much, Sholtu Unworth, and some other folks that have resubscribed. Shane, yes, good to see you. Shane, yes. It says here that you've subscribed for almost 24 months. Happy Wednesday. Can't wait for the fudge. Thanks, Shane. Yes. Yeah, the 2-year Twitch anniversary is coming up. I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's quite amazing, really, when you think about what we've accomplished in this 2 years. And May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, will be the celebration. There's going to be video compilation of all of the best of the Twitch moments that's been put together by It's Kate, and also Mochi and Blurry and Dazzlecat and Kairosa and so many others, and I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. I probably am, but so many of the users are putting together a really fun experience for May 5th to celebrate, and I hope you'll be a part of it. Fitch and Hat has resubscribed for 22 months and says, hey Henry, I think that after 22 months it's officially considered common law using. Thanks for all the yucks. Yeah, common law, I believe it depends on the state that you're in. But here in California, I think that you're officially a user if you've been using every day straight for 2 years. Mac Daddy resubscribed for 4 months. Thanks. And says, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you too. And Midnight Faded cheered 100 bits and says, my internet is failing me today. It's been a rough day. That might end up being a good thing for you. Bacchus has resubscribed for 22 months. Thank you, Bacchus, and thanks for all that you do. And Sleepwalking Wisp resubscribed for 2 months and just simply said fudge. Nella Wallen resubscribed at Tier 3 for 5 months. Says, wow, 5 months already. I'll leave you with this fun fact. Hands are just forks with skin. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think we used to use hands before we invented forks. Okay. A lot of things are really just hands. Or just... never mind. I just suddenly thought of other tools that are basically that. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit is resubscribed at Tier 3. Thank you very much, Purple Donut Filling His Fruit. It's Kate X resubscribed for 20 months and says, that's over a year. Looking forward to celebrating with you and the users on Sunday. Yes, thank you, It's Kate X, and thanks for your awesome artwork. This is really cool. Of course, this is a reference to my coffee mug that was gifted to me by a friend that says, you're my national treasure. And it's got Nicolas Cage. So in the alternate universe that It's Kate invented, Nicolas Cage is doing a kitchen show and holding up a mug that says that I'm his national treasure. So it's sort of a meta situation. It kind of implies that in that alternate universe, I was in a movie called National Treasure. But there are millions and millions of universes. So that's highly possible. Pancake King has resubscribed for 12 months. Minho Shin 64, tier 3. Dage K gifted a tier 1 sub to Mako QC. See, that's a perfect example of one of those sentences. If you would have just come up to me 3 years ago and said, hey, like at a bus stop, Dage K just gifted a tier 1 sub to Mako QC, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then now I know completely what it means. Sickly Boy resubscribed at tier 3 and says, hello, help. I'm trapped in the microwave and it looks like there's someone about to turn it on. I'm so cooked. Okay, it sounds like you're having your own experience there. And I think it's probably not entirely unrelated to ingesting some hallucinogenic substances, perhaps. Don't worry, Sickly Boy, you're just in your home, and it feels like a microwave because there's a giant window. Kurt Cocaine says, Pancake King, arch rival of the Burger King. That's probably true, yeah. Kairosa says, sometimes I land on my butt, but eventually I get up on my feet. Does that count? Yeah, I think that was a song. I get up again, but then I land on my butt again. JSBX fan says, looks like you're in Honey, I Shrunk the Henry. Oh, yeah. So what this is this is Pug Lady's kitchen sink. Thanks, Pug Lady, for submitting your artwork or your photography work. It looks like a very nice kitchen that you have. And let's see what else we got. Nella sent us this one. This looks like it's probably, if I had to guess, it's in the American Midwest. I feel like I've been there. It looks like maybe a one of those corporate parks or something like that. But I like it. Maybe we should do a song with this in the background. We have a couple of song requests, as always. Why don't we start off with this one? Kick it off with this one. Parasitosis wanted to hear this song. Here we go. Let's turn the reverb on. Check. Help. Help. Did that work? Check. You can hear me? Okay, without further ado, this is a song, I'm going to do a little bit of a do. This is a song written by Willie Nelson, or at least performed by Willie Nelson. He might not have written it. Computer, who wrote the song On the Road Again?
The song On the Road Again was written and recorded by Willie Nelson,
Awesome.
an American country music singer.
Wow.
The song was written by Alan Wilson and Floyd Jones.
Then it just said it was written by somebody else? What? Computer, who wrote the song On the Road Again?
The song On the Road Again was written and recorded by the American country music singer Willie Nelson.
Am I imagining things? I feel like there was something right after that the first time around. We're going to have to watch it on the DVD where they said it was written by these two random people. But anyway, Willie Nelson might not be Nicolas Cage, but he is a national treasure. And here we go. This is a song about loving being on the road, which I actually don't, except for I did when I was in a couple of these towns recently and I ran into some of the users. That was fun. But for the most part, I prefer just being at home in my own bed. In bed all the time. I don't even like to work, just like to be in bed. That has nothing to do with this song. On the road again, I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Advertisement, fuck. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The love I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. Little solo. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I live is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. I think it should end, every song should end with a weird chord like, and I can't wait to get on the road again. And then it turns into like Star Wars. Okay, but that's why I'm not a songwriter. Yeah, that's right. Thitchin Hat, tension without release. Kairos right. Dissonance. Borsenben says that's the Jose Suicidio in me talking. I have had Jose Suicidio in me. Hank Boozle says fuck the root note. Yeah. Munch Hotel says May the 1st be with you. Yes. Fans of music theory will note that that song, On the Road Again, has a lovely, it's called the tertiary dominant chord. A dominant chord built on the third note of the major scale. You also hear it in Georgia, Georgia. Few other songs. Thitchin Hat says leads to the minor 6. Alexander Dean says Hoagie Carmichael. Yeah, I love those. Give me those old time chords. I love it. Ted Joker 14780 says, do we have to be a fan of music theory to know this info? You might be releasing secret information. You know what? It used to be secret, but now, thanks to the glory of the internet, we are able to enjoy all information that was ever possible, even information that's not real. Sabstrack says, hey Henry, I was happy to get your second cookbook yesterday. Thanks a lot. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, Sabstrack, and thanks for coming to the show in Wisconsin Rapids to the Ridges Golf Course. It was a lot of fun. It was a great time, and it's always great to see users there, so I appreciate it, Sabstrack, and I'm glad that you got your book, and thanks for your patronage. Okay, let's do another song, shall we? So I want to, let's check in on my cat, Roast Beef. He's just chilling. What he does is in the middle of the night, he'll scream bloody murder like there's a fire or something, and he'll do that for about 3 hours so that I can't get any sleep. And then he's just all tuckered out from that dramatic evening, and so he sleeps all day. He would be a great companion for someone who worked the graveyard shift, but not so much for a guy who's trying to get sleep. That's why I always look like shit. Okay, let's go ahead and do this next song here. Okay, well, this is a nice one. This one was recommended to us by It's Kate. It's Kate wanted to hear this song, and we are happy to oblige here at Henry's Kitchen. And by we, I just mean myself and my cat, Roast Beef. What other backgrounds do we have here? Crush with Eyeliner, whom I believe is JSBX fan, gave this cool photo. This seems to be a photo of the great Joe Satriani, who is the guitar teacher of the other guy, Steve Vai. I think that's Steve Vai, but I can't tell. This must be recent. So here I am amongst the greats, and I'm going to perform this next song for you. JSBX fan says, yep, that's me. That's from Chicago Theater 2 weeks ago. Oh, wow. Very exciting. Well, these guys are heroes to me. And that's Steve Vai on the right. Wow. If you ever get a chance, watch, just go to YouTube and watch the Crossroads guitar duel with Ralph Macchio and Steve Vai. And I don't know, he must have been, when he was making that, I wonder, or if he was in the screening after it showed, you know, or at the premiere or whatever, he must have been like, this is going to be epic for many generations. And it still is. It's really cool. It really defines 80s guitar playing in a nutshell. The neoclassical part of it. And yeah, Thichenhatch is right. He had already played with Zappa. He had already had a huge career with Frank Zappa, the legend, by that time. And he reinvented himself. And you have to keep reinventing yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if Steve Vai all of a sudden just dumps all the guitar stuff because he figures it's going nowhere and just starts a kitchen show. I would watch it for a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this song here that was requested to us. Again, by It's Kate, and this background by JSBX fan. Kalamazoo Dog, great. I'm glad you're here for the music talk. Sometimes I go off. Hank Boozle says Steve Vai is going on a tour in a King Crimson conglomeration. Wow. There's so many music fans here. I don't want to alienate the ones that aren't, but if you're talking about King Crimson, that's some deep cuts. I bought that album, The Court of the Crimson King, when I was 8 years old. That would have been 1978 in Englewood, New Jersey, at a garage sale for, I think, about a quarter or 50 cents. Okay, here we go. Let's do this song here. This song was a hit, I think, in the 90s, or at least the 2000s. Maybe it has... Does it have any info on it? Computer, tell me about the song Closing Time.
Semisonic's hit Closing Time was released as a single on March 10, 1998, and airplay on April 27, 1998.
90s, okay. Computer, how much money did Semisonic make on the song Closing Time?
From MTV.com. Even though Semisonic scored a breakthrough hit with Closing Time, 350K QuickTime, the lead cut from its Feeling Strangely Fine album. The group never released it for commercial sale as a single, leaving the door open for imposters to fill the void with counterfeit versions.
Oh, wow. A lot of drama there. Okay, here we go. Duza says Semisonic is totally underrated. Yeah, I've only heard this one song, but I like the guy's voice, and you have to admit, this is a very well-written pop song. Dazzlecat says, anybody listen to the podcast about it? This song is actually about the birth of his daughter. Really? I'm trying to figure that because I'm looking at the lyrics. Last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Oh, I see. So maybe he's going sober now that he's a dad. Turn all of the lights on for every boy and girl. Yeah, that holds up. Wow, this has a whole different meaning to it. So closing time. Here we go. You can think about that while I'm singing the song. I'm going to do it in the Jose Suicidio key here. Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Okay, like a baby. Closing time. Turn out all the lights on every boy and every girl. That part never made sense to me when I thought it was a bar. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. He's clearly at a hospital where they serve alcohol, which is very nice. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Most hospitals have that policy once you've been released. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places that you will be from. Yeah, like your hometown. You haven't gotten there yet. Makes a lot of sense. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters come. I don't get that. Oh, I get it. Yeah, the hospital, when future brothers and sisters are born. So gather up your jackets and move it to the exits. I hope you have found a friend. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginnings. And oh, he's talking about once you become a parent, that's the end of your life and the beginning of the child's life. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. There's a little bunch of chords, and then it just continues. So I'll just do the chorus one more time. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginnings, and I know who I want to take me home. Hank Boozle says, you drive, baby. I drank too much at the hospital bar. Very cool. Very cool. Quanto is chiming in. Quanto is our resident breeder and family starter here at Henry's Kitchen. As far as I know, Quanto's the only one who actually started a family during the run of Henry's Kitchen. I'm guessing probably not during an actual Henry's Kitchen episode in session, but during the run of it, which I think is exciting. Maybe some others have also. Nella Wallen says, I have also. Okay, wow. Cujo Painting, can you play some Always With Me, Always With You? I don't know it, but if you want to request a song, put it in the Discord, and I'll hopefully get to it. Some of them are too hard, and sometimes I get busy with distractions like going on the road, and it's hard to learn songs. Michael Bublé 4422 sends us what I think might be his food. It's very good looking. Is that lobster? And Michael Bublé also has a birthday today, because I remember, because we did the song for it last session. But Michael Bublé, happy birthday to you. And let's see if it's nobody's birthday. No need for a big hullabaloo, 'cause it's nobody's birthday but Michael Bublé 4422. Happy birthday, Michael Bublé. And let's go ahead now and we have a background from Kala. Oh, this is cool. I'm not sure what we're looking at. Kala, are you still in Edinburgh? Or maybe you're traveling. But either way, we'd like a little context about what we're seeing in the background here. It looks like a cookout. Why don't we do this song here? This is a real pick-me-up. Probably so much of a pick-me-up that it kind of brings you down in a weird way. But this is a song by Wilson Phillips. This was Brian Wilson's kids and Michelle Phillips, or John Phillips's kids. I'm not quite sure, but it was one of those things where the children of really famous, influential musicians came up. Oh, Calicus says, this is a haggis from a market in Stockbridge, Edinburgh. Awesome. I like the way I say it. Edinburgh. So I was taught that. It was beaten into me when I was there. Okay, so this song, I was on board. I was like, okay, I'm a big Brian Wilson fan, and let's go. Let's see what they got. And this first song, Hold On, came out, and I was like, it's pretty good. And I guess you could say, for all practical purposes, that I was on the Wilson Phillips bus. But unfortunately, it took off right after that first song, Hold On, and it was a hit. But then the bus hit its next stop, and it just stayed there, like it had a flat tire or something. And a couple people got off the bus. I stayed on the bus for a long time, but eventually I was like, well, I think I'm going to go to the station and grab a hot dog and see if I can get on another bus. And that's when I got on the, I think that's about when I got on the Semisonic bus. And then that one didn't really go anywhere either. I have bad luck with buses. So, okay, let's go ahead here and do this song. I'm probably going to screw it up. It's really meant for the female voice, but I'll see if I can do it. I know that this is pain. Why do you... Wait. Oh no. I know that this is pain. Why do you lock yourself up with these chains? No one can change your life except for you. Don't ever let anyone step all over you. Just open your heart and your mind. Is it really fair to keep this all inside? Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Till then, baby, are you gonna let them hold you down and make you cry? Don't you know things will change, things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Can you hold on for one more day? Things will go your way. This is a good one to have in the back pocket in case I'm ever doing a 16th birthday like I did before for a girl who was turning 16. It was a quinceañera actually, or whatever the equivalent is. But I didn't have any songs like this that were upbeat, so I did my Help Me Make It Through the Night, and I was never asked back, so maybe this would be a better one. If you could sustain, are you comfortable with the pain? You've got no one to blame for your unhappiness. You've got yourself into your own mess, letting your worries pass you by. Don't you think it's worth your time to change your mind? Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Until then, baby, are you gonna let yourself hold you down and make you cry? We're gonna make fudge, I promise. Don't you know things will change, things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Can you hold on for one more day? Things will go your way. And I know that there is pain, but you hold on for one more day. Break free from the chains. Yeah, I know that there is pain, but you hold on for one more day. Break free from the chains. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. This is the hook. Until the baby, are you gonna let them hold you down and make you cry? I can't wait till this song's over. Don't you know things will change, things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Can you hold on? The good thing about the internet is this is going to be around for not only the rest of my life, me performing this, but probably for many, many lifetimes afterward. Don't you know things will change, things will go your way if you hold on for one more day. Can you hold on? Can you hold on for one more day? Can you hold on for one more day, baby? All right, let's. I think we've exhausted the music portion of this show, and I think it's time to cook. Nella Wallen says, "How much for you to sing at my daughter's 9th birthday?" Well, I mean, that's the only song I've got that would probably be appropriate, but we could do that. I wouldn't charge you anything. That way, if you're disappointed, I could always say, well, you get what you pay for. That's my little negotiating trick. Okay. I'm already exhausted. Let's see if that song was a little pick-me-up for my cat roast beef. No, I don't think so, actually. I think he's just as enervated. Is that the word? Computer, what does enervated mean?
Enervated is an adjective that means lacking energy or vigor, appearing sluggish or tired.
Fuck yeah. I've been reading a book called 30 Days to a Better Vocabulary, and I gotta say, it's really, really working. I'm just dropping in sesquipedalianisms left and right. Computer, what's a sesquipedalianism?
Sesquipedalianism is the practice of using long and sometimes obscure words in speech or writing.
Wow. That's a little more volubilis than I thought it was going to be. Okay, everybody, enough of this nonsense. Thank you, Kairosa, for complimenting my grandiloquence. Kairosa says, you're really flexing your grandiloquence. Okay. Turn off the reverb. Enter the kitchen. Okay. Get rid of the crop, the white balance. And here we are. Okay, I'm sure there's a lot of... Oh yeah, we do have a lot of alerts here. Let me get to some of them here. JV's Tech resubscribed at Tier 3 for 18 months and says driving and following a cop, LOL. Well, that's great. You're trying to get in front of the cop and see if you can sort of recreate one of those chase scenes that they have in movies. Four Wheelers has resubscribed for 17 months and says with the reverb it sounds eerily similar to Willie. Oh, that was 23 minutes ago. I have some catching up to do. Ouija Board, spelled B-O-R-E-D, resubscribed. Thank you, Ouija Board. And Borsenvin tipped $4.20. There's that weird number. Henry, tonight is a hard one for me. My friend was an ice cream man. He was found dead at his home today. Ah, I'm so sorry to hear that. He was covered in strawberry syrup, hot fudge sauce, crushed nuts, and grated chocolate. Police believe that he topped himself. It's a tragic story, and it's not an unusual story, unfortunately. I think it happens once a day. People top themselves. Murphy underscore says, last week we had King's Day in the Netherlands. A lot of people made your recipes to sell in the streets. Well, that's great. A lot of chefs, probably Gordon Ramsay and the like, would be upset to hear that somebody's taking their intellectual property and capitalizing on it overseas, but not me. I look at it like if somebody is out there making my recipes and feeding it to people, the culinary message that I'm trying to disseminate to the world is being spread. I like to look at it like I'm spreading the virus, if you will, for lack of a better word, of my cooking to everybody. Chopsaw Charlie has resubscribed for 6 months and says, hey, Henry, that's a lovely coffee cup. You know where I can get one? I'm not sure, but I would imagine on the internet it says, you're my national treasure. And it's a reference to Nicolas Cage, and It's Kate made an awesome sort of a take on that for today's artwork and flipped the script so that now Nicolas Cage is saying that Henry's Kitchen is his national treasure. And my cat, Roast Beef, could give a fuck. Blurry Little Quest says, Henry, Nicolas Cage collab is imminent. Yeah, you never know. Maybe I'll be on the way up and he'll be on the way down, or vice versa. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think he's ever going to be coming down. Raziel's Lament says, I'm late to the show. What did I miss? Well, we just did a recap of the opening artwork, so hopefully you saw that. Tugs Nug says, Henry, I like your apron. Where can I get one? The aprons are available on henryphillips.com/shop, and they've been selling. I don't know. I really appreciate that everybody's buying them. There's, I think, about 16 or 15 left, so thanks, everybody. It's very time-consuming. When you order one, I want you to know that you're actually causing me to do a lot of work. But I don't mind it because it's all in service to the Henry's Kitchen situation. Okay. Name's Jeff1 says, hello, Henlips1. Finally, after watching all your YouTube videos, I had the courage to go into the kitchen. Well, I ended up cutting myself with a bread knife, and now I got 8 stitches. Yeah, no, you got to start out slow. You want to start with maybe a spoon, maybe a butter knife, a spork, but you have to avoid sharp objects. There's no foods out there that are so delicious that it's worth cutting yourself for, except there are some types of pie, I think. But four-wheelers, did we get to four-wheelers subscribed? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, Chop Saw Charlie, thank you. All right, everybody, well, if anybody wants an update, we've got 373 subscribers. Thank you to every single one of you. 283 viewers, 44,400 followers. Do I mind that all those numbers are falling precipitously down from where they were when we started? Precipitously, of course, one of the words that I learned from my book, 30 Days to a Bigger Vocabulary. Four-Wheelers says, don't let the shipping costs scare you away from ordering. It's not $40 when you put in the zip code. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know about that. I just do it through my website, and the shipping is based on where you live. So if you're international, unfortunately, it's a lot of money for shipping. Okay, and that's a bummer. Okay, before we get started, no, I think we should get started, but I wanted to play a little bit more of the game that my friend Mark Cohen made, the Henry's Kitchen game, but I think there's going to be downtime on this one, so let's go ahead and get right to the recipe now. How much time do we have before an ad? Okay, computer, set timer for 14 minutes.
14 minutes, starting now.
Okay, let's get to work. This is easymoms.com. It's a recipe for fudge, and it's one of these things where you have to scroll down 500 pages before you get to the recipe. It drives me crazy when they do that. But there is a hack, but I never remember what it is. I think it's cooked.wiki/ in front of the URL, and then that'll give you just the ingredients. But let's just do a little bit of this intro here. This no-fuss marshmallow fluff fudge recipe is for chocolate purists. It's smooth, creamy, and decadent, and you can't have just one piece. I will show you exactly how to make this simple fudge recipe so that you cannot fail. Okay, let's see if that's true. A lot of times these things start off with big claims, and then we try to make the thing and it comes out like shit, even though we did everything right. Let's talk about our ingredients here. I'm going to be cutting everything in half. It wants 3/4 of a cup of butter. As you can see, I've got plenty of butter. 2.5 cups white granulated sugar, 2/3 cup full fat evaporated milk. I don't have milk, but I have a heavy whipping cream. And I also have, it wants semi-sweet chocolate chips. I have a white chocolate plus a Reese's peanut butter style chocolate chip. Marshmallow flarf, which is also called marshmallow cream. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. I don't have vanilla extract. I have rum extract. And I think that's going to do it for us. But it wants us to start out by preparing our ingredients. So for fudge making, it's important to have everything completely measured out and ready to go before you turn your burner on. Fudge moves fast, so you need to be totally prepared. Okay. Yeah, except when do I, like, is this a thing that we have to put in the oven is what I'm trying to get at. They better not pull this preheat your oven thing like on number 7, because then we're going to have a lot of time to kill. All right, I'm going to burn through this, guys. I get off a lot, and I want to try to stop that from happening. Let's start by preparing the ingredients. Line a square pan with parchment paper and set aside. Okay. So I'm going to remove the whisker. This is going to be my fudge pan. This is where I'll pack my fudge. And let's go ahead and put that there. And set aside. There's a lot of setting aside in cooking. Open your 12-ounce bag of highly quality semi-sweet chocolate chips. Remove the lid and all traces of the foil seal from the tub of marshmallow fluff. We're microwaving it later. Make the fudge in a 3-quart heavy saucepan. Okay, so I'm going to have to move all of this stuff out of the way. By the way, our friend Chef Reactions is going to join us on May 8th. We're going to do another collaborative stream. I think this time Chef Reactions is going to be suggesting the recipe for me to make. So I'm hoping that he tries to come up with something difficult and tries to stump me. The reason I thought about him is because he said that I need more counter space, or that I wasn't using my counter space to its optimal potential. Okay, so medium heat. Okay, this thing goes to 1100. This is an infrared stove, and it goes to 1100. So half of that, I guess, medium would be 500. Of course, it doesn't do that. It goes between 400 and 600. 600 is closest to 550, so we're going to keep it at that. Over medium heat, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of butter. So remember, for that, that's only going to be, we're doing half. So computer, what's half of 3/4?
Half of 3/4 is 0.375.
0.375. So that's roughly like 1/3 of a cup, or a little less than 1/3 of a cup. I have 1/4 of a cup. Of course, I couldn't find my 1/3 of a cup. So, computer, how many quarters of a cup makes 1/3 of a cup?
0.3333 cups divided by 0.25 cups is approximately 1.3333.
Okay, so it's going to be one of these and 1/3 of it. So I think that's probably going to be okay. When you're baking, you don't have to use exact measurements. Okay, use a spoon to drag. Use a spoon to drag the melting butter up the sides of the pot, clear to the top, greasing the edges of the pan. That's interesting. I don't think that we've ever been asked to do that. But I suppose we can. By the way, I notice a lot of people on social media, Facebook and whatnot, are using their pets' picture as their profile picture. I don't have a problem with that, but what I want to say is if you are using your pet's profile picture, if you're not compensating your pet in some way, then that's exploitative. And it's wrong. So you need to compensate your pet on a regular basis by giving them treats. Otherwise, you're an asshole. And I'm sorry, there's a couple of things that every now and then just sort of chap my hide. And that's one of them. So I don't think this is going to go all the way up to the top, but I can't really see why I would need to. This is a lot of butter, by the way. But I think we determined last time that butter was not really that bad for you. Computer, what's the worst thing that can happen if you eat too much butter? See? Nothing. Computer, what's the worst that will happen if you eat too much butter?
Butter is high in calories and can therefore lead to weight gain and contribute to the development of heart disease when consumed in excess. When overconsumed, it can also lead to an increase in bad cholesterol or LDL as well as triglyceride levels. This, in turn, increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, blood clots, and more.
Okay, so not too bad. Okay. I'm probably going to use my smaller spoon to get some of that butter out, but I can't because they're attached. So I have to use my whisker. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I'm going to have a paper towel on here to put messy stuff on. Okay. Next up, use a spoon to drag the melting butter. Did it. Once the butter is mostly melted, slowly pour in 2.5 cups of sugar. So we're going to do half of that, 1 1/4 cups. I don't even need to use the computer on that one. So that's a lot of sugar. Are they serious? Wow. Just gonna do 1/4. That's a lot of sugar, but I don't think sugar is bad for you. Computer, what's the worst thing that would happen if you had too much sugar?
According to Mayo Clinic, too much added sugar of all kinds can contribute unwanted calories that are linked to health problems, such as weight gain, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, tooth decay, and high triglyceride levels, as well as increase your risk of heart disease.
Okay, so not too bad. All right. Use a spoon. Okay. Put the sugar in the center of the pan as carefully as you can, making sure not to get any sugar crystals on the side of the pan. Well, I wish I would have read that part. With your wooden spoon, draw the butter from the edges toward the center, slowly all the way around the pan until it's mostly moistened. So, has anybody out there made fudge? It's already infinitely more complicated than I thought it was going to be. How in the world could we possibly moisten all of this sugar with that amount of butter that we have? Okay, once again, making sure not to get sugar crystals on the side of the pan. And then with your wooden spoon, draw the butter in from the edges toward the center, going slowly around the pan until it's mostly moistened. Don't leave sugar crystals on the side of the pan. Boy, it's really serious about that. I can't figure out why. it'll make your fudge grainy. I don't mind a little grain in my fudge. Mochi's Nirvana says this is a scintillating cooking process, y'all. Sounds like Mochi's Nirvana has been reading the same book that I've been reading about 30 Days to a Better Vocabulary. Thank you, Mochi's Nirvana, for absquatulating that for us. Okay, with your wooden spoon, draw the butter in from the edges toward the center. Done that. Do not leave. Okay. I don't mind a little bit of grain in my fudge. As a matter of fact, I think that's healthy. Okay. Let's see what the next thing is. Once the butter is mostly melted, well, that was a long time ago. Slowly pour in 2.5 cups of sugar. Wait, we did that. Okay. The goal is to dissolve all the sugar. Pour in 2/3 of the cups of the evaporated milk, or in this case we have whipping cream. This would be a great time to have my 1/3 of a cup, but I don't. Oh, no. I forgot, we're doing half of this, so we want 1/3 of a cup. Computer, stop. Computer, what's half of one... Wait, computer, what's half... Computer.
Sorry.
What's half of 2/3 of a cup?
I missed something. Can you say it again?
Computer, what's half of 2/3 of a cup?
The answer to your question is 0.333.
Okay. Stir this together thoroughly. Make sure to douse any rogue bits of dry sugar with the liquid in the pan. Oh yeah. I think this is going to kill somebody. And I think that somebody's going to be me. Let's take a look here. I think it might be time to show our advertisement. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show an ad for the unsubscribers. If you're a subscriber, you won't see an ad. We'll talk a little bit, and I'll stir a little bit, but we're not going to... don't worry, you're not going to miss anything important if you have to see a commercial right now, but this is part of our commitment to Twitch, that we said that we would show ads so they don't show them on their own. So here we go, 3 minutes for the unsubs. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to... keep on stirring, I guess. This is not going well, actually. If it wants me to not have it on the sides, it's kind of too late for that. That's impossible. I don't know how they could have thought that I was going to pour in a bunch of cream. What's happening? Pour in 2/3 of the cup, stir the mixture, making sure that dry sugar is doused with the liquid. All the dry sugars need to be dissolved. Computer, stop. Computer, stop. Okay, so let me take a look here. See if there's any questions. Everyone type Force and says, whoa, Henry really sold his caravan to Walter White? No. How wicked is that, my dudes? The unsubs missed out. No. I don't want the people who, because the unsubs are able to see the chat. I don't want them to be under the impression that they're missing important information here. When are they coming back? Another minute and 16. So I'm going to see what our next order of business is here. Settle in for the boil. Bring the mixture to a full rolling boil over medium heat. Rolling boil means bubbles are coming up from the center of the pot. Stir constantly with a wooden spoon. Kairosa says, hey Henry, it might be worthwhile for you to stay until the unsubs come back. They might get frightened if they come back and you're somewhere different. Yeah, that's a good call. I'll stay right here. I'll stay put. Mega Gildy, are we going to learn how to pack the fudge too? I may want to share the fudge I made with friends. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I believe the unsubs are back. Let's see. They'll be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, unsubs. Welcome back to Henry's Kitchen. Caffeinated Cat says, Henry, my coworker Katie has a question. Is fudge a good pair with bone broth? I think one of them is a sweet and one of them is a savory. And if I'm not mistaken, as of about 15 years ago, it became legal to mix sweet and savory. So you'll see things like chocolate-covered bacon bits and stuff like that. So I believe that according to that rule, you can certainly mix your fudge with your bone broth. Let's see how we're doing on our alerts here. Munch Hotel cheered 250 bits and says, Henry, do you think this fudge will taste better than Dahend? Dahend. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that. Is that a brand of fudge? GigaCat of Hell has resubscribed for 11 months. Thanks, GigaCat. Doctaya has subscribed as well. Borsonvin tipped $5. Thanks, Borsonvin, and says, have faith, chef. Slow rising temps are the key here. Oh, okay. Borsonvin seems to be very knowledgeable of culinary matters. Midnight Faded cheered 100 bits and says, you ever think that it's strange that Alexa or computer knows all this knowledge, but Amazon wants to gather our habits? I thought Alexa knew all. That's true. It's pretty much like having a spy salesman in your house at all times. The Russian Lucador resubscribed for 6 months and says, I refuse to watch ad, show the beef. Okay, we're going to show roast beef. Okay, he's shifted positions. That's a good sign. Okay. Let's get back to work here. So, how are we doing? Where did my recipe go? Where is it? Oh, this is bumming me out. This website is really very problematic. Okay. Once it starts boiling, set a timer for 5 minutes. I think it's boiling. So computer, set timer for 5 minutes. And then turn the heat down to medium. It's on medium. Rolling boil means bubbles are coming up from the center of the pot. Yeah, we've got that. Computer, how much time left?
There are no timers set.
Computer, set timer for 5 minutes. I know I asked.
Starting now.
Once it starts boiling, set a timer for 5 minutes. Turn the heat down to medium so you don't burn your fingers off. It should be boiling the full 5 minutes. Stir constantly. A candy thermometer should read 234 degrees. No, we're not doing this. I'm not doing the candy thermometer again. That thing was a nightmare. Overcooking at this stage makes for dry, crumbly fudge. You know what? I'll take it. At this point, I just want fudge. Alexander Dean says candy thermometers are too much trouble. They are. We had a situation last time where it all got crusted onto the tip of the thermometer. Okay, so candy thermometer, overcooking. Add the chocolate chips. So when the timer goes off, we're going to remove it from the heat and we're going to add 12 ounces of chocolate chips all at once. Okay, so maybe we'll get that ready now. I've got my chocolate chips. Computer, how many cups is 12 ounces?
12 fluid ounces is 1.5 cups.
Okay, so I'm going to take our cup that's filled with whipping cream here. And we're going to want 1.5. Oh no! We're cutting all of the ingredients in half. So all we need here is going to be 3/4 of a cup. We don't quite have that, but I think that's going to be enough. I'm going to just eat a couple of these and make sure that they are up to the standards of Henry's Kitchen. Yeah. That'll work. A couple of things here. Burnt Cereal says he forgot to stir constantly. Oh shit. You're absolutely right. Stir constantly, everybody. I assume you're making this along with me here. Computer, how much time left?
You have 2 minutes left on your 5-minute timer.
2 minutes in the kitchen is an eternity. Especially if you have to stir constantly. This is probably the most work I've done in the last couple of years. But I like to say I work hard and I play hard. I'll sit here and stir constantly for 5 minutes, and that's the hard work. But by playing hard, I eat fudge for lunch. Caffeinated Cat says, Henry, have you played Overcooked before? It's a big game at our office. Yes. We have streamed me playing Overcooked. I believe Mochi and I played it. We did Played Up. We did one of those. But yeah, we've done a couple of them, and it's a lot of fun. Those games are great, but they're a little stressful for me. My brain doesn't work fast. It works strong and well, but not fast. So for me to come up with something smart would take much longer than the average person, but it would eventually get there. I think they said the same thing about Einstein. Okay, Mr. Dink's Vibrator says, I think we are all adults here. Can we stop infantilizing this recipe and just call it by its real name? We are making fuck, not fudge. Well, fuck is a word that we're going to be using a lot. Oh, look, it's starting to condense or whatever. This is starting to take on a whole different shape. I see now. I think I know where they're going with this. Interesting. That's why it said 5 minutes. Okay. Well played, easymoms.com. Okay, there we go. Computer, stop. Now, when the timer goes out, computer, stop. Remove from the heat. So let's turn that off. Computer, stop. Is it okay to do that? I think just in case, I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna unplug. Sorry, we've got a lot going on here. I want to put the cream back in the refrigerator because my OCD is bothering me. Add the chocolate chips. Stir vigorously until all the chocolate chips are melted and the mixture is completely smooth. If there are lumps, there will be lumps in your fudge. Get them out. Okay? They sound pretty serious about that. So I'm going to do my best to oblige. The problem is I'm in a hurry, but I have to also clean a little bit. So here we go. So add the chocolate chips, stir vigorously. It's crumbly, and I think that it said something earlier about being crumbly being okay. Stir vigorously until the chips are melted and mixture is completely smooth. If there are lumps in the mixture, there'll be lumps in your fudge. Get them out. Yeah, I'm gonna say there are lumps here. I don't know any other way to deal with this. It smells delicious, you guys. See if we can get a little closer for you. If you want to see what we're going for here, I can show you. So sometimes it's hard to believe that when you're in the belly of the whale, as it were, like we are now, that you're going to end up with something that looks that awesome, but it does happen. So, okay, let's see what the next order of business is here. Marshmallow cream. Heat your marshmallow cream in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds. Make sure, I already did that earlier. This is also called Flarf Mellow Sharf. Marshmallow fluff. Heat your 10 to 15 seconds. Move quickly. Add all the marshmallow cream to the chocolate mixture and beat it with a wooden spoon until nearly blended. Okay, no, this is not. Okay, now we got to move quickly here. We're running out of time. Things are getting cold and they're not supposed to. Jay Breezy says, hello, would you say accidentally bleeding on your dish is good or bad for the consumer, or is it just extra flavoring? I don't think blood has a taste, and you know what? Oh, you distracted me. The FDA here in the U.S., the Food and Drug Administration has put regulations on that and said that a certain amount of blood is to be expected in everything that you buy or that you consume. So I know it's not a pretty fact, but let's face it, blood is part of the human body, and when you consume somebody's blood, it's organic, I think, so it doesn't really do any harm. Okay, so marshmallow flarf. Heat your 7-tub marshmallow in microwave. Move quickly. Add to the chocolate mixture. Beat it with a wooden spoon until it's blended. Okay. Trying to do that. I think I'm making sort of more of a white chocolate as opposed to theirs, so that might be a little bit why what I'm doing here might look a little different. But it's still looking good. I'm not much of a candy maker. I'm more of a traditional cook. Well, a traditional YouTube educated cook, meaning I was educated on YouTube. But one thing that you have to make sure is that you know the difference between a confectioner and a chocolatier and a candy maker. These are very, very different people. A chocolatier strictly works with chocolate. And if you go up to a chocolatier and refer to them as a candy maker or a confectioner, you're going to get socked right in the jaw. And it will hurt. And I know this from experience. They don't like to be mistaken, especially if you catch them in their natural habitat in the kitchen. Okay, I think that's ready. So now we're going to pour this into our final pan. So, almost forgot our teaspoon of vanilla. I'm not even going to measure it. It's not vanilla, it's rum extract. Is everybody still there, by the way? Check. Help! I want to make sure. Oh boy, that really is rum. Like, that's some actual liquor. I can smell it. Slashknock says, actually, I have a hard time reading what he says. Boy, do I wish I had my reading glasses. Yeah, I have a hard time reading in general. Okay. Wow. How much did I put in there? Because that rum extract really is very fragrant. Or pulchritudinous. Okay. Pour it into our final pan. Where's my pan? Okay, so this is the one that they had here. Immediately, well, too late for that. Pour into the prepared pan. Do not scrape the edges of the pot too well. Only pour fudge into the pan that is completely liquid and smooth. What? Immediately pour into the prepared pan. That's this. Don't scrape the edges of the pot. Only pour fudge into the pan that's liquid and smooth. If the fudge bits, leave them behind. Shake the prepared pan to help the fudge settle. Do not top the fudge. Okay. Oh, okay. I think we're almost done here, actually. I don't know why they thought that this parchment paper was going to work, because it seems like it won't. But I think we're literally just putting our fudge mixture into this thing. I think this is probably the most fun I've ever had. Not just in the kitchen, but just in my life. Okay. Hey, what do you think of this roast beef? He seems to be at least perking up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of smoothing, which is a technique that you use in the kitchen sometimes, whereby we're just going to take our wooden spoon here and we're going to literally smooth it over the top, because we want to get that smooth, non-lumpy sort of a consistency or texture to it. Okay, I want you guys to get a good look at this. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this. I'm gonna focus it. Oh, there's the problem. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Well, we're almost there. Do not touch the top of the fudge or try to smooth it with a wooden spoon. Well, too late for that, I guess. It should have a rippled appearance. Let cool to room temperature. Good luck with that. Ooh, they're being sassy. Slice and serve. I like to slice a square pan of fudge into 7x7 rows. Store on the counter covered with plastic wrap. Do not refrigerate. Unfortunately, this means you'll probably just eat a sliver of fudge every time you pass through your kitchen. Oh shit. This is one of the greatest joys of the season, if you ask me. Okay. We're going to put this aside. I'm going to put it probably just sort of back here. I made a huge mess, so this better be delicious. But while we're waiting for that to cool to room temperature, maybe this would be a good time for us to play our game. So we all know that it's no secret that the users of the Twitch platform are big on gaming. Okay, so my friend Mark Cohen has been developing games for us to play here at Henry's Kitchen. Let me do a quick check and see if we have any alerts that I need to be reading out here, because I don't want to leave anybody else. Fawcan! One of our original moderators from the way back. Fawcan has resubscribed for 24 months and says, whoa. Whoa is right. Thank you, Fawcan, for all that you do. And it's been 2 years. I can't believe it. I hope things are well where you are. I think it's late where you are. But it's good to see you here. And What to Duck resubscribed. And for 22 months, thanks, What to Duck. And it says, hey, Henry, I noticed your title says Make Easy Fudge. But fudge me. All these steps don't make it easy as fudge. Did we fudge up somewhere along the way? Oh, I think we did. Oh, fudge. Thank you, What to Duck, for your resubscription. Jay Breezy has subscribed for 2 months and talked about bleeding on the dish. Munch Hotel said, Henry, do you think this fudge will taste better than Dahend? And I don't know what that is. It's Kate X says, who do they think they are? And why are they accurate? Yeah. Active Shooter Chan says, I need to sleep, but I also want to see the final result. How long to bake? We're not baking. We're just letting it settle into the room temperature. We're getting something here. Munch Hotel says, Dahend of this. Oh, I see. I think I've been had, you guys. All right, everybody. Yeah, we're going to chill. We're chilling at the moment. And one great way to chill is video games. And I know that you, the users of the of the Twitch platform, are big-time gamers. So I'm going to get my gaming equipment out here, and we're going to play this new Henry's Kitchen running game. It's been updated just a little bit since the last time we played it. But let's see if we can go ahead. I need to crop this. Check one. Okay, so this is called Henry's Run. Gaming time. You're right, Tugs Nug. Gaming time. Time for us to game and be where all the people are from. Purple donut filling is fruit. If munch gets banned, ban me too. I don't want to live in a munchless world. Uh-oh, people are talking about banning. Okay, here we go. We're going to play Henry's Run, the game developed by Mark Cohen, our resident game developer. Oh, here we go. There should be sound. So now we've got obstacles. And these obstacles are mostly from the Henry's Kitchen videos. I want to make sure that you get the sounds here. Let's run again. Okay, I don't know what that was just sort of a test run. I want to try to get 20. So let's see what happens here. I kind of need to focus. I'm sorry, I can't answer any chats right now. I'm trying to get to 20. You'll notice that the obstacles start getting... see, I fucked that one up. They start getting more frequent. And the skill involved... You can't get too distracted by the awesome production value. You have to realize that the skill... Yeah. Oh, I got 18. I didn't get 20. The skill is that you have to know the exact right time to jump. So let's see if we can get to 20 here. And Mark is eventually going to put a high scoreboard on there, and then we'll all be able to look at everybody's high scores. Ah. Now, I haven't seen a lot of the games here on Twitch, but would you say this is on par with a lot of the graphics that they're doing nowadays? Like GTA V or whatever. Up, 19, 20. Got it, 21. I'm there. Let's see how hard it gets. That looks like it was my Stromboli, I think, or maybe my B-Rock. Oh, okay. I think that's it. But I want to thank Mark Cohen for always developing these awesome games, working tirelessly around the clock to try to bring content that's fresh. Computer, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Okay, I just wanted to test it. Dark Aegis says, is this at all related to Logan's Run? Yeah, there could have been maybe a backstory. Maybe Henry in this case gets is normally a Sandman or some person that polices people that try to outrun their fate of turning 30 or whatever, and his palm turns a certain color, and then suddenly the hunter becomes the hunted, and then it ends with him finding out that all reality is a lie. But we'd have to build that into the graphics a little bit too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do another song for you. Gabagoo Luigi says Golden Henry is the cheese wheel autographed. I can't answer that. I don't know what the cheese wheel is. Maybe it's something that I'm forgetting. Okay, this is a song that I like to do that shows gratitude to you, the users of the Henry's Kitchen show, the platform, and to the moderators, the folks that run the Discord, the major streamers that have given reaction videos that helped us build an audience, and to the tier 3 subscribers. That list keeps growing, and there's just a lot of people, and to our VIPs and everybody. So this song goes out to you, the users, and I hope you enjoy it. Maybe we'll do this just for fun. We'll do this to the tune of Queen's epic song, "We Are the Champions." Flockan and Dingo Bob, Dom Beef Hot Bear 1110, Do Dingle Dog Ogle Dr. Flanges and Bacchus, and also Shane, yes, B Hills a B, Mochi's Nirvana eats cake, Kairos a Daisy Blossom Sir Doom, Bumble Vision the LGS, Pilsman and Melon 95, Nymphorce and XQC and Emery. Whoa, wait. Oh man, there's no way I would get the chords for this. I forgot them. Nymphorson, Moon, XQC, Emaru, S-Fan, Bonnie Rabbit 2, and don't forget Quanto. I'm gonna have to change the song, and I'm gonna have to learn this for when we do the 2-year anniversary. You got to give it up for Queen. They wrote some chords that are hard to. So we're gonna move forward here and go to our tier 3 subscribers. But we're going to do it to the old song that we used to do at King of the Road. Purple donut filling is a fruit. Parasitosa, saguaro, ooze, odd vein, and toke my nuts. Game Master Flash, Gary Busey, ASMR. Zodiac Tone, Beelzebub, Hand Lips 1, Alexa, please fart for me. Burrito 5555, Archmage Kid. Mochi's Nirvana, Sickly Boy, High 134G. Acid Test, Moe Melody, Lake _ Sexy Daddy 420. Johnny Pump 22, The Cheerin' X. Dennis or Nico Tezo, Henry Philippopoulos. Shandis 2, Gay Fish 69, Ransom GR, Icy J Frog, Freezy Frog, Pancake King 2. Cat Food Taste Tester, Passion Error. Everyone Type Force and Nova Glarian. Tankard and Borson Vanilla with JV's Tech. Clap Your Head Computer, Hell Maros _ Nella Wallen, JSBX Fan, Midnight Faded. Michael Bublé 4422. Chef Reactions, Bill Larkin Music. Don't forget Quanto. Let's have some fudge. See if I have any sips of my coffee left. I do. I'm glad. Calamari Juice Cup says, Henry, can you teach us about the unicellular dinoflagellate algae? The unicellular dinoflagellate algae, I believe, is the one-celled organism from whence all life has sprung. The proverbial Adam and Eve, I guess you could say. But it gets real deep. Borsenvin says, but I look like a Yeti, get it? It's Kate X says, will this be on the anniversary test? Yeah, there will be a test, but it'll be mostly food related. Okay. Cheernex just resubscribed to Tier 3. Thank you very much, Cheernex, for your generosity there. If anybody's counting, we are currently at 363 subscribers, which I find very respectable. And I also want to read out here, Midnight Faded cheered 100 bits and said, oh, hi. I thought that the croissant was going to give you diabetes with the amount of sugar and the chocolate in this recipe. You might just die. I hope it comes out good, Henry. Yeah, it's very difficult. Asfad7 gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Thank you very much, Asfad. Very generous of you. Thank you very much for that. And Kairosa says, anyone else ever have dreams of being in high school but forgetting where all your classes are? Oh yeah, I've had that one. And you're also in your underwear and kids are making fun of you. And you're not dreaming. That's the worst part of it. Okay, let's go ahead and try to make a little bit of a presentation here. I like to use a green plate so that it contrasts nicely. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's take a look at what we have here. Neville Florian says this is your first time watching your stream because Forsen is playing LOL. Oh, very cool. Okay. Let me see if I can understand that. This is the first time watching your stream because Forsen is playing. Oh, was he playing the game that we played recently? Because that would have been pretty awesome. Okay, so this is our fudge. And from what I can tell, it looks pretty good. I'm just going to slice into it here with a spatula. I've got my coffee ready. And let's just take out a square. If anybody wants to see what we're going for in terms of the example, of course we used a couple of ingredients that were different, but I think ours is definitely in the ballpark. Hank Boozle, thanks for gifting that sub. I appreciate that. The moment of truth, you guys. From easymoms.com, this is called Easy Fudge. It's grainy. It's extremely sugary and buttery. But it's fucking delicious. Wow. Holy shit. We did it again, you guys. We're really kind of on a thing. Now, this is not health food, so be careful with this, but I have to have another square with my coffee, and then I'm going to stop because I really do think this could kill a guy my age. So I'm just going to go easy here. But damn. Oh boy. Mochi's Nirvana, you're absolutely right. When has the butter and sugar combination ever let you down? And the reality is it doesn't. We didn't even have to really cook any of this. We just have sugar, chocolate chips, butter, and a little bit of rum. And it came out way better than I even thought it was going to be. So I want to thank the moms that are on easymoms.com for giving us this amazing fudge recipe. Big Nesky says, very humble of you, pure class act. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad you could be a part of this. I think that just as Julius Caesar said upon his decisive victory at Pontus, I fought, I conquered, I came. And that's exactly what we did here today. So thank you very much, everybody, and I hope that you have a great few days. But don't forget to be here on Sunday, because May the 5th is going to be the 2-year anniversary of Henry's Kitchen. I'm going to bust out the electric guitar. We're going to be playing some games. And Blurry Little Quest, thank you so much. Says, thanks, Henry. Take care, coolers, and I'll get ready for the Sunday stream. Yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. Thanks, everybody. Munch Hotel said, wait, what if I add butter to my Coca-Cola? That's got to elevate it. Yeah, that actually sounds delicious, too. Actually, if you just basically just dump this in your Coca-Cola, you're going to have some goodness there. I guess it'd be a little bit like a shake. But anyway, thanks everybody. I'm signing off, and I appreciate you coming, and Sunday's going to be a really big deal, and I hope you can join us for that. Everybody have a great rest of your week. Thanks.